Good evening. I hope you can see me, or at least hear me. I want to tell you a little bit about business funding today. But before I do that, if there's anybody here who's been to one of my presentations before, I may owe you an apology. I did promise last time to one or two people that I would supply business plan templates to them. I failed miserably. They're now with the Settle Centre, and you can get them off there. I think you'll be able to get them off their website. So there is a template business plan there if anybody wants it. Secondly, an apology, if anybody's seen one of my presentations before, you may see some slides that you've already seen, so again I apologise for that. But what this is actually proving is that in business, there's no really complicated solutions to anything. Everything's very simple and very replicable. So you'll use the same process time and time and time again for different aspects. If you've got any questions at all, any time during this, please just shout out. Okay. Just a little bit, it says agenda, but it's not really. It's just a list of the type of things that I'm going to hopefully get through tonight. A bit of background on me, why you actually need business finance, and what advantages there are to using it. What types of finance there are, and I guess more importantly, how to attract the finance, because it's all right if you know where it is and who's got it, but if you can't get it, then it's as bad as not having anything at all. Okay, a bit of my background. I've got good reason to think that I'm fairly reasonable at this, and that's, I used to manage a £500 million budget with BT. It sounds awfully grand, it wasn't really. I never saw any of the money, unfortunately, but I had a stack of people who used to do it for me. I got responsibility for operational planning, so again, a lot of budget work in there and financing work. And very big project submissions, up to about £22 million. So again, I had a lot of reason to understand cash flows and value for money and payback periods and this sort of thing. I then did the same with fiscally and NTL, although we shan't go into that. Okay, so why do we need finance? Rhetorical question to you. Why do you need finance? Something to think about. An example of this is a client that I work with. They had fantastic product and great prospects for the product that they'd actually invented and wanted to take to market. They got people clamouring for it. It looked really good for them. It was the Del Trotter school of thought, in that literally this time next year they could have been millionaires. A really, really fantastic product. As I said, high interest in the product. They got people from Europe actually interested in this product, and that made it very, very exciting. Fortunately, they couldn't produce enough of the product to actually satisfy the demand. There were any number of reasons for this. They hadn't got the capacity in the place where they were making this. They hadn't got the staff. They hadn't got the machinery. And they hadn't got enough hours in the day to do it. And surprisingly, they lost the majority of the orders that had been placed with them. And this was a shame, because this product was unique. And the people who wanted it were genuinely interested in taking it. But the problem they had, all those things that I've just mentioned, were because they got very little cash. And they didn't want to go to a financial institution to ask them for any money. So as a result, they were trying to turn around in their own space. And that is very, very difficult. And if you think about it in a sort of fairly logical order, I'm working with a client at the moment who's got this fantastic product. It's a new style of radiator valve. Now, he ain't got two pennies to rub together, this guy. But he's got worldwide interest in this. And literally, he will be a millionaire next year. And the way that he's going to do it is, he's going to get the orders, and we're walking straight into a bank on the basis of getting signed up orders, and the bank will give him the money. There's no doubt about it. Not even in these austere times, the banks will give money to certain bets. And the bank will give him enough money to support his application to the manufacturer to fulfill the orders, which is something like about 50,000 valves. Now, 50,000 valves is a big deal in any country in the world to actually make. It's probably about £250,000 worth of work. And he ain't got 250 grand, he hasn't even got 250. So he's got problems. But with these orders, he'll be able to go in and get the funding. He'll be able to pay for the manufacture, pay for the packaging, pay for the shipment, pay for the marketing that fits around that, and supply the guy who needs these very quickly. And then within a matter of 90 days, at the most, he'll be able to pay that £250,000 back. Because not only will he not be selling them for £5, he'll be selling them for £10. And at £10 a head, that's £500,000. So he'll be able to pay the 250 off, and pay him a little bit of interest, and have an awful lot of money left to invest for the next lot. So you need that money there to grease the wheels. And what at first sight seems like an awful gamble, if you've done the work to position it right, it makes so much difference. And it can mean the difference between life and death, literally, of the business.